So free space. No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Alrighty, everybody, we're going to go ahead and do our, can you believe I'm about to say this? 61st, you heard correctly, 61st game of Jeopardy on the SNES. And to this point, I have won $4,316,757. Can you believe that? Let's see if we win more. Here we go. Time for Jeopardy! And here are our 6 categories. Broadway starts with the letter U, American history, bodies of water, resorts, and finally, literature. Okay, I like these categories. Let's get this party started. American history for 500, please.
The answer is.
During the Civil War, Lincoln suspended this, which prevents a person from being detained illegally. Oh, Jim buzzes in really quickly. Let's see if he knows it. He suspended habeas corpus. Alright. So that gets Jim on the board, $500, and he makes the next selection as we continue. Resorts for 100.
The answer is.
Right? Since 1942, U.S. presidents have had private access to this resort. What is Camp David? Can't believe I'm doing my 61st game. Camp David is correct. Let's take bodies of water, 500, please.
The answer is.
You can bet on the banks of this lake between California and Nevada. What is Lake Tahoe? That's right, too. Okay, Broadway for 500, please.
The answer is.
4 years after the film version came out in 1985, this musical was still running on Broadway. What is the chorus line? I will take literature for 500. Her last words to Alice were, "Off with her head." It should be, "Off with her head." Who is the Queen of Hearts? That's quite a card if you ask me. Here we go. Let's take resorts for 500, please.
The answer is.
Camp David, the presidential retreat, was named for this grandson of a president. Well, I just had a clue about Camp David a few seconds ago. Who is David Eisenhower? There we go. Starts with U for 500.
The answer is.
Formerly called Urga, it's the capital of Mongolia. What is Ulaanbaatar? Yep, starts with the letter U. Well, the Daily Double was not in any of the $500 clues, so let's try the $400 clues. American history.
The answer is.
John Foster Dole was Secretary of State and his brother Alan, CIA director during his administration. Oh, Jim decides he wants to try this one too? Okay, see if he knows it. Dwight Eisenhower, Dwight David Eisenhower, which is correct. Putting him at $900, where does he go now? Resorts, 200. Alright. This worldwide French resort chain also owns a cruise ship. What is Club Med? There we go. Bodies of water for 400, please. There it is. I'm going to go all in. The only one of the 5 Great Lakes entirely in the U.S. What is Lake Michigan? Booyah. Here we go. American History 100.
The answer is
Also known as Lemonade Lucy, Mrs. Rutherford Hayes was the first president's wife to be called this. What is First Lady? That's right. American History 200.
the answer is
Prisoners from San Francisco city jails were sent to an army guardhouse on this island after the 1906 earthquake. What is Alcatraz? Oh. American History for 300.
the answer is
The first U.S. use of military aircraft was against this Mexican revolutionary in 1916. Generally seems to like the history category, or the clues seem to be in his favor, and it's Pancho Villa. $1,200. Are you going to go back to resorts? He is. Yep, I figured that.
the answer is
Furnace Creek is the appropriate name for the California resort located here. What is Death Valley? Here we go. Bodies of water 100, please.
the answer is
Answer there. Originally at Lewiston, New York, this falls has moved 7 miles upstream. What is Niagara Falls? Oh, come on now. Booyah. Let's take Bodies of Water 200, please.
the answer is
While Thatcher looks over Parliament, Parliament looks over this. What's the Thames? Bodies of Water 3.
the answer is
Hoover Dam gives us this Nevada Lake. What is Lake Mead? There we go. Okay, let's take Broadway 100.
the answer is
Okay. 4-letter play about 9 live creatures. What is Cats? Broadway 2.
the answer is
This show, where the underworld can meet the elite, ran for over 3,400 performances. What is 42nd Street? That's right. Broadway 300.
the answer is
Nickname of the American Theater Wing's Antoinette Perry Award. What is the Tony Award? Okay. Broadway 400.
the answer is
2-time Academy Award winner who reprised Little Foxes in 1980. Who is Elizabeth Taylor? Okay, $7,800. Let's go with Literature 100.
the answer is
In his will, he left all his possessions to his friend and benefactor, Edward Hyde. Who's Dr. Jekyll? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, yes. Literature 2.
the answer is
This dashing Margaret Mitchell character has been called the most famous Charlestonian. Who is Rhett Butler? Oh, come on now. Why is my controller acting up? There we go. That's better. 300, please. Literature, 300.
the answer is
Poe wrote the 1,002nd tale of this Arabian Nights character. Who is Scheherazade? They took it. 400, please.
the
Literature.
answer is
Though Jay Gatsby loved her, she was changed to Tom Buchanan. Who is Daisy Buchanan? She's the one. There we go. 400, please, for resorts. Honeymooners are partial to these picturesque Pennsylvania mountains featuring over 300 resorts. What are the Poconos? There we go. Alright, let's take starts with U100. A motorcycle. What's a unicycle? Two.
The answer is
Howard, Emory, and Rice, among others. What are universities? Three.
the answer is
A final proposition or demand made by one of two negotiating parties. What is an ultimatum? Let's look at that last clue.
the answer is
In psychology, the part of the mind that rarely has awareness. What is the unconscious? And that's going to put me at the end of the Jeopardy round with $10,200. Jim is $1,200, and Jenny, we've yet to hear from. Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy. So the history clues were really in Jim's favor. He kept going back to the resorts category, which the clues were in my favor. But anyways, let's begin Double Jeopardy. What do we think of these categories? Medicine, transportation, world capitals, numbers in song, potpourri, and finally, sports. Okay, these are good categories. However, Jenny, we've not heard from you this entire game yet, so you make the first selection, which is going to be numbers in song for 200.
the answer is
Answer there. According to Bobby V, the night has this many nights. What's 1,000? There we go. Okay, let's look at the categories over carefully. I'm going to take medicine for 1,000.
the answer is
Disease whose medical name is rubella. What's the German measles? Good. We'll go numbers in song 1,000.
the answer is
It's the girl-boy ratio in Surf City. What is 2 to 1? So far, the clues are in my favor. Good. Potpourri, 1,000, please. Daily double. All. Here's the clue. Only Universal Studios and Special Effects and Moses could part it. What is the Red Sea? Potpourri, 800, please.
the answer is
The story of Pyramus and her inspired Romeo and Juliet. Who is Thisbe? That's going to put me over $25,000 in cash. We'll go with potpourri for 600, please.
the answer is
The nation's largest single user of almonds is this chocolate maker. What is Hershey? $400.
the answer is
Islam's holiest city. What is Mecca? Potpourri, 200.
the answer is
Only hope remained after her box was opened. Who's Pandora? Oh, I have to step away 1 second, please. I'll be right back. I ran the potpourri category. Ooh, yeah. I don't know what happened. You okay, Tiger? Here, I got it. Alright, there we go. Now back to the game. Where to now? Let's take sports for 1,000. In this, you get 1 point for each stone in the house and closer to the tee than any stone of the opposing side. What is curling? Good. Okay, let's go with transportation 1,000.
The answer is
The national championships in this sport were held in August 1988 at a pad in Huntsville, Alabama. What is model rocketry? Gotta be. It is model rocketry, yeah. World capital is 1,000.
the answer is
Being the southernmost of South Africa's 3 capitals makes it the southernmost capital in Africa. What is Cape Town? That's right. Got all the $1,000 clues nailed. Let's take medicine for 800.
the answer is
Medicine sold by descriptive or chemical names, not by brand. What are generic drugs? Oops. Oh, come on now. There. Numbers in song for 800.
the answer is
According to Gene McDaniels, the first woman wasn't made of Adam's rib, but this much clay. What is 100 pounds? Good. We're going to take sports for 800.
the answer is
Sport in which Australia might beat Pakistan by an inning in 21 runs. What is cricket? That's right, too. Transportation for 200.
the answer is
Standard color of a radio flyer. I know that it's a little red wagon, so I'm going to say what is red. Okay. World capital is 800.
the answer is
It's the capital of Serbia as well as the capital of Yugoslavia. Oh, and the first time we hear from Jenny this game, she locked me out. And answered correctly. It's Belgrade. I was trying to get in on the buzzer, but Jenny beat me. She finally is on the board. Alright, Jenny, where are we going? Medicine 200. And she got the other daily double. She can risk up to 1,000, so that's what she'll do. Here's the clue. Resistance to a particular disease or exemption from prosecution and its immunity. She's right. $1,800 is what she has, and she makes the next selection. Which is world capital is 200.
the answer is
Temple Church, which was carved from solid rock, is in this Finnish capital. What is Helsinki? I can't pronounce that first word, by the way, so I'm not even going to try. There. Let's go with medicine for 400.
the answer is
Term for someone who receives treatment through hospital facilities but doesn't stay there. What is an outpatient? Medicine 600.
the answer is
Called the fontanel, it's where a baby skull has yet to fuse firmly. Oh, Jim locked me out too. It's the soft spot. I knew that one too. But, oh well. He and Jenny are tied for second place right now, but they both trail me by quite a margin. World capital is 400.
the answer is
Changing of the guard on Parliament Hill is one of this Canadian city's main summer attractions. What is Ottawa? Which is the capital of Canada, and it's located in Ontario. Okay. Let's go numbers at song 400. She was just this, you know what I mean? And the way she looked was way beyond compare. What is 17? Numbers in song for 600.
The answer is.
You came out of a dream, peaches and cream, lips like strawberry wine. You're this age. What is 16? Very good. I'll take sports for 200.
The answer is.
Sport, which scores in increments of 1, 3, 6, and occasionally 2 points. What is football? $400.
The answer is.
In baseball, if a fair ball pops out of the glove of an outfielder and over the fence, it's ruled this. What's a home run? Good. Sports for 600.
The answer is.
When judges' marks are announced for gymnastics events, these two scores are discarded. What are the highest and lowest? Good. We'll take transportation for 200.
The answer is.
Term for the detachable engine that's mounted on the stern of a boat. What is an outboard motor? Good. 400, please.
The answer is.
The longest of the 4 canals in the New York State barge canal system. What is the Erie Canal? I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because it's right.
The answer is.
The Kelly Act of 1925 allowed the post office to contract companies to transport mail using these. What are airplanes? Let's look at that last clue.
The answer is.
Let's go. This Arab capital is divided into Christian and Muslim halves. What is Beirut? Capital of Lebanon. Yep, so I have $38,000. Jim and Jenny are tied at $1,800 apiece. As we get ready for Final Jeopardy. Let's take a look at our Final Jeopardy category for today. This game, it is the Olympics. Okay. I feel pretty good about this category, so I'm going to take all $38,000 and go all in. Go for broke. Of the 5 continents symbolized by Olympic rings, the only one never to host the games, it's Africa. So we're going to add $76,000 to my score. For $4,392,757 in 61 games. I'll call that a good game. $4,392,757. Yep. Let's see if Jim and Jenny came up with the correct responses. We'll start with Jim first. He did. Goes to 3,600. Did Jenny get Africa? She did. And I did too. You know, come to think of it, no incorrect responses were given all game. I think this is one of the very first times this has happened, where we did a game of Jeopardy for the SNES. No one gave an incorrect response. All correct responses were given this game. And I'll see you all for that next video coming soon, everybody.